Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an Eastern Kentucky Sheriff's Department hosts a fun-filled camp experience perfect for the kids. And a special art project aims to help people in Western Kentucky who continue to deal with the aftermath of devastating tornadoes.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you, 6:32. It's Wednesday. We're almost done with the work week. Let's check in with Brandon. Brandon, you know, I'm about done with this week already, so can we just get on through it?
Listen, our director was just talking trash to me right when the open was rolling about how he's tired of this heat. I'm tired of this heat. We're all tired of this heat.
I mean, I was out in it yesterday. Let me tell you, my hat is off to anyone who works outside all day.
Absolutely.
Because let me tell you, I couldn't do it, nor would I do it.
Nope.
So let me tell you, construction workers, whoever, my hat is off to you.
Exactly. So. All these people working on the roads right now couldn't be me.
Nope.
Could be me. All right, let's get into it this morning because we have another day of heat in our future today. Early season heat wave. Let's take a look and see what's going on this morning outside the WYMT studios. Some dense fog out there this morning, so continue to keep an eye on that this morning as we head out the door. Temperatures running in the 60s in Clintwood, but everybody else is in the 70s this morning there. 75 now are warm spots. Jackson and Prestonsburg, 73 a popular number across a big chunk of the region as well. 75 or above in some spots down to our south. It's 75 in Charlotte, 75 in Jackson, Mississippi, 80 in Dallas-Fort Worth, 81 in Houston, 78 Wichita, 81 St. Louis, and 68 in the Big Apple this morning. 95 and hot this afternoon. We're going to see heat indices between 100 and 110. That's why the heat advisory continues for a little while longer tonight as it goes into 8 o'clock. And then we'll see muggy conditions in the overnight hours. It would not surprise me to see the heat advisory replace the heat warning there, excessive heat warning there for our West Virginia counties. And it would not surprise me to see them issue it one more time here for our Eastern Kentucky counties as well. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, Lexington police are investigating after a shooting happened in a public parking lot. It happened at the Tates Creek Center near the Kroger and other stores around 6:45 Tuesday evening. Police say one man was shot and taken to a hospital, but is expected to live. Chad Hedrick talked with some shoppers who say they are concerned about safety.
Flashing lights and evidence markers were the last thing frequent shoppers at Tates Creek Center wanted to see Tuesday evening.
This light holds forever, so I kept thinking, what if I had been sitting at this light with my kids when somebody decided they wanted to come through here and have total disregard for everybody who's innocent?
Details around the circumstances of the shooting here are limited. It's not clear what was going on in the moments leading up to the shooting or where shots were originally fired.
You just never know. Like, it's not really so much that you want to say that you don't trust anybody. It's just you can't. I mean, look, prime example right here.
Officers spent most of the investigation at this car right at the intersection with Tates Creek and the shopping plaza.
It's scary. It's scary. It really makes me want to start shopping somewhere else. I just don't know where I would go because it's right down the street from my home.
Alexis Drake was just one of several concerned shoppers stopping to ask what happened. She's here often and is afraid the violence is becoming too much.
It wasn't like this when I moved here, so I'm a small town girl and I'm thinking I might be going back to the small town just to have that sense of security.
Chad Hedrick, WYMT Mountain News.
Police currently have not released details about a suspect. The Pike County Sheriff's Department is holding its second annual Kids Day Camp this week. After COVID made their normal out-of-town overnight camp more difficult, well, they decided to do something nearby. On Tuesday, the boys' camp went out on Fish Trap Lake to look for catfish with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. Officer Aaron Thompson says it feels good to be back, making sure the campers have fun.
Last year, they decided, hey, let's just do something local and let's see how it works because it's better than doing nothing. And it worked real well last year.
Activities for the rest of the week include swimming at the YMCA, riding horses at the Muddy Boots stables, and going to the Breaks Interstate Park. The girls' camp is next week. Officer Thompson says they still have a few open spots remaining. Just contact the Pike County Sheriff's Department. Well, community members gathered for a flag-raising ceremony yesterday in Prestonsburg in honor of Flag Day. Local veterans, Boy Scouts, and Cub Scouts had roles in the ceremony, helping to pay tribute to everything the flag represents and honoring those who paid the ultimate sacrifice so we can fly it freely.
It's an honor for all veterans to watch the civilian places put flags up, and because that flag means the most to us.
The Floyd County Fiscal Court also presented a $50,000 check to the VFW in Prestonsburg. Those funds will help finish the Veterans Homeless Shelter. On a daily basis, many people, just like our viewers at home, watch the news, but what goes on behind the scenes is what makes our newscast successful. Lauren Floyd got a look at what Western Kentucky University is doing to prepare the next generation of broadcasters through hands-on experience.
3, 2, 1.
As a former broadcasting major myself, WKU will always be my home. But throughout the course of this week, 4 high school students will be right here getting the experience of a lifetime. Whether it's filming, writing, or even on-camera experience, students are learning all aspects of broadcasting from the ground up.
I did not know how to work a camera at all. I have a camera to do photography, no video camera experience, no editing experience really with any of the software. So learning that stuff is really interesting.
With guidance from Professor Brian Elliott, he is utilizing all of his skills to make the most out of this experience.
My favorite parts, definitely working with Brian. He's really nice and he's very helpful, and he lets us instead of doing everything for us, he lets us actually do it, which helps us learn a lot better.
Their goal by the end of the week is to complete a short film as a group, putting everything they learn to the test.
We're making a short film about the campus, and so on the first day, he took us around all the way up the hill, all the way back down the hill on campus, and just had us take pictures of locations we liked, thought we could work with, things that had good lighting, bad lighting, and explained why this was bad lighting. And then after we got back from location searching, we kind of just worked on storyboard and laying out the scenes, and worked on cuts and different angles. We made a little tiny trial film where we had different feet angles and point of view angles and all the different ways you can tie it all together to make it look more clean.
WKU's broadcasting department is hoping to gain more interest in this workshop in the coming years.
I would definitely recommend it for anyone, because even if you're not sure if you're interested, coming here, it can kind of solidify your opinions and stuff, and if you actually are interested. And it's also just a really fun hands-on experience, and you get to meet a lot of really cool people.
It's not every day that the average person gets to see the behind the scenes of TV.
Well, an art project that will raise tornado relief funds made its way to Bowling Green this week. Independence Bank partnered up with the nonprofit Lex Arts for a public art display that would help showcase the strong spirit of the Commonwealth. In the collaboration, the bank funded 3 life-size fiberglass horse statues that were designed with the help of students of the most affected areas in Graves, Hopkins, and Warren counties.
We're very thankful that the proceeds will support our family resource youth service centers. Many in our community know how valuable that service is to providing many resources to our most disadvantaged families, and then in some cases families that just need a helping hand up in a situation such as a tornado.
The horses are now finished and will be displayed in Lexington, then auctioned off at Keeneland in December.
.41 here on this Wednesday morning. Dense fog is our main issue besides the dew points being high, which is leading to higher humidity levels there. And you see 0 visibility over toward Logan, half a mile in Harlan, anything less than 5 miles on this map, which is a big chunk of the region from West Virginia down along the Virginia-Kentucky border into Tennessee. Again, very foggy. So be careful out there. We're seeing a lot of our cameras this morning as well. 73 Logan and Wayne, 73 London, 73 in Harlan this morning, 75 Jackson, 76 standing alone there as the warmest spot in the region in Prestonsburg, 67 at Clintwood this morning, the cool spot. Some spots in the east like Logan, Pikeville, and Prestonsburg along with Wise a little warmer than they were this time yesterday, but some spots, most of the region a little colder like Hazard at 5 degrees colder this morning, Monticello at 8 degrees colder, Jonesville, Moorhead exactly where they were this time yesterday. Breakfast forecast, it's going to be a hot one, so get ready for it once again. Day 3 of our ongoing heat wave, early season heat wave. It's not even summertime yet, still 6 days from that. 77 by 8 o'clock. Sunshine will take us up to about 95 a little bit later on this afternoon. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. It is 6:42. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, the Department of Justice releases just how much COVID relief money has been lost to fraud. Stay with us.